Good morning, Coleman. Thank you for joining us on Coleman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Wednesday, October 1st. Coming up on Coleman Today, Coleman City Council approves a $194.6 million budget focused on people, safety, and streets. Aderholt introduced a $2.50 coin bill for America's 250th, and traffic signal upgrades today at Main and Graham. All of this, plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Cullman has a new spending plan for fiscal year 2026, $194.6 million, with the city's main general fund at a record level after strong 2025 revenues. The theme is simple: take care of employees, keep neighborhoods safe, and keep traffic moving. For city workers, the plan includes a 4% raise, an $800 November supplement, and continued coverage of rising health, dental, and retirement costs. Cullman City schools are slated for roughly $12 million in local support. Public safety gets fresh tools, new police patrol units, and an additional investigator, upgraded radios and dispatch, plus a new pumper, rescue, and command truck, and a training facility for firefighters. On the streets, residents will see more paving, a citywide traffic study, and design work tied to major application to widen US 278 at the St. Bernard Bridge. Downtown streetscape work and a CDBG neighborhood project move forward, along with targeted corridor and signal upgrades. Quality of life projects headline parks and tourism, renovations at Eastside Park and the Community Theater, improvements at the Senior Center, and a new lazy river at the water park. Airport improvements continue with heavy grant help. Utilities report no water or sewer rate hikes. Sanitation rates hold steady with new trucks and staff to keep service on schedule. Alabama Congressman Robert Aderholt has filed the bicameral bipartisan 250 for America's 250th Act, aiming to mint special $2.50 coins to mark the nation's semi-quincentennial in 2026. The measure authorizes the U.S. Treasury to issue two versions: a collectible silver anniversary coin and a circulating coin, both reviving the historic design used for the 150th anniversary. New Jersey's Rep. Bonnie Watson Cullman joins as House co-lead, with fellow America 250 commissioners as co-sponsors. The proposal mirrors a precedent from the 68th Congress, which marked the 150th anniversary with a commemorative $50 and a $2.50 gold piece. Supporters say the updated coin program would give Americans a tangible way to connect with the founding era while complementing other U.S. mint plans for the 250th. If approved, the $2.50 coins would serve as both keepsakes and everyday reminders of the nation's history as the 250th celebration approaches. Starting this morning, the City of Cullman Traffic Department will upgrade the signals at Main Avenue Southwest and Graham Street Southwest. Crews will be doing overhead work in the intersection. Drivers should expect lane shifts and brief signal outages while the work is underway. Traffic control will be in place, and Cullman Police will assist with directing vehicles as needed. Use caution, slow down through the work zone, and allow extra time if you travel this corridor during the day. Thank you for your patience while the city improves the signal system at one of our busiest intersections. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Wallace State rolls Calhoun twice, stays perfect at 6-0. Lions highlights are next. Welcome back. Wallace State kept its conference record spotless Sunday, blasting Calhoun in a road doubleheader at the Jack Allen Recreation Complex, 53-13 in Game 1 and 57-0 in Game 2. The Lions moved to 6-0 with their third shutout of the season. Quarterback Emma Kile set the tone early and never let up. In the opener, she threw for 276 yards and 7 touchdowns and added a rushing score as Wallace piled up 350 yards. Mariah Ragland scored rushing and receiving. Destiny Ely hauled in 2, and Taylor Kindred and Talisha Ransom each snagged scoring grabs. The defense flipped the field all afternoon, highlighted by 3 interceptions from Zaniyah Mitchell and constant pressure. Game 2 brought more of the same. Kyle accounted for 5 touchdown passes plus a short rushing TD, spreading scores to Ragland and Ely and finding Kindred for another. The Lions' defense produced 5 interceptions, including 2 each by Kindred and Randolph, and a pick 6 from Kindred to cap a dominant day. Wallace State returns home Tuesday, October 8th, to host Northwest Shoals in a conference matchup as the Lions look to keep the perfect start rolling. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, a library porch picnic and sale set for Saturday, and Cullman County Commission on Aging sets loaded potato fundraiser to launch Santa for Seniors. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Good Samaritan Health Clinic will provide free flu shots to established clinic patients on Friday, October 10th. If you're not a patient, you may qualify for care if you're uninsured, live in Cullman County, and are between the ages of 19 and 65. Eligibility details and enrollment information are available at GoodSamaritanCullman.com. Health officials remind us that a yearly flu vaccine is the best first step to cut your risk to flu and its serious complications. Vaccination helps reduce illnesses, hospitalizations, and deaths, and if you do get sick, being vaccinated can make symptoms milder and shorten recovery time. If you're eligible for Good Samaritan services, this is a chance to protect yourself and your family before flu season ramps up. For clinic hours, appointment information, or to check eligibility, visit GoodSamaritanCullman.com. Sacred Heart School's biggest fundraiser of the year arrives Saturday, October 4th, with the 2025 German Festival on campus from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Expect a full day of family fun with bratwurst from Brickyard Meats, bingo, bounce houses, games, and plenty of fall festival cheer. The event celebrates Cullman's German heritage with food, music, and activities for all ages, perfect for a Saturday outing before evening ball games. Proceeds support Sacred Heart's classrooms, programs, and student activities. Bring your lawn chairs, comfortable shoes, and an appetite, then plan to stay for the afternoon as the kids rotate between games and inflatables. Sacred Heart's German Festival is a one-day chance to eat well, play hard, and give back to a local school. The Cullman County Commission on Aging will host a loaded barbecue potato fest fundraiser Thursday, October 16th from 4 to 6:30 p.m. in the south parking lot of the Cullman County Courthouse. Proceeds kick off Santa for Seniors, a new effort to provide personalized Christmas gifts to homebound clients. Plates are $15 and include a loaded barbecue potato, drink, and dessert. This is a drive-through, grab-and-go event, cash and checks accepted. Thanks to the Butcher Meat Company for support. Pre-sale tickets are available at the Commission on Aging office at 1519 Sportsman Lake Road Northwest. Your dinner does double duty, a hot meal and holiday joy for seniors across Cullman County. Help the COA make year one of Santa for Seniors a community tradition. The Cullman County Public Library invites you to a porch picnic during Oktoberfest this Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. at 200 Clark Street Northeast. Bring some spare change and browse a bake sale and a book sale. Pick up a sweet treat and a good read and enjoy the library's front porch atmosphere before heading to festival events downtown. Every dollar supports the library's capital campaign to renovate and expand the facility, adding space for children's programs, technology, and community gatherings. It's a simple way to support a cornerstone of local learning while celebrating Cullman's busiest weekend. Doors open at 9. Come early for the best selection and help move the renovation plans one step closer. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week. Joseph Tremblay, 92, of Hanceville, passed away Wednesday, September 24th. Funeral Mass will be held at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, October 7th at Sacred Heart of Jesus of Catholic Church. Rosary will begin at 9:30 a.m. at the church. Burial will follow the service at Christ the King Cemetery. Martha Ann Defnall McGinnis, 93, of Holly Pond, passed away Friday, September 26th. Graveside service will be held today at 2 p.m. at Holly Pond Cemetery. Visitation and Rosary for Pamela Dawn Beard Shadricks will be held Thursday, October 2nd from 5 to 7 p.m. at Sacred Heart Roman Catholic Church. Funeral Mass will be held Friday, October 3rd at 10 a.m. with interment to follow at the Catholic Cemetery on 8th Street Southeast. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at the weather forecast. Today brings wall-to-wall sunshine and windows open weather, topping out near 84. A light east breeze is just enough to ruffle the porch flags. Wednesday night stays mostly clear and comfortable, settling near 62. Thursday serves up another sunny day, a touch cooler around 83. You'll feel a gentle east-southeast breeze at times. Thursday night turns clear and pleasantly crisp, dipping to the mid-50s with a little nighttime wind. Perfect for football, fall festivals, and that first cup of hot cider. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.